Tremont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
All right, man. So Lil Baby is being blamed by Atlanta police for the deletion of 2 teenage boys and a slew of shootings. Now, they're basically saying, well, they are saying that his decision to shoot a music video in gang territory, a rival gang territory, it sparked a war that caused 2 young teenagers to go to that upper room. So let's talk about it. Check out the music and entertainment playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And then you hear a lot of people complain about that last album he dropped and it was trash and all this type of stuff. So, you know, me, I don't like the music. I'm not saying I don't like the message. I don't like the music. I don't like this rapping style, and I'm just not a fan of his music. But when I hear him speak, you know, it sounds like he got a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? He sounded like he got a lot of sense. And I remember the brother, he tried to make a conscious, positive song, getting backfired, and he like, you know what, bro? You can't say these ninjas, man. So I ain't mad at him, dude. I like the guy, honestly. From what I see and hear about him and his temperament, I like the guy. You know, it's somebody that I would chop it up with and have a conversation with. Don't care for the music. You know, that may offend him, but, you know, shit, I'm damn near 40. I know I don't look it, but I'm damn near 40. So, you know, it's a little generational gap, right? But, yeah, you know, I always tell these guys, man, I know they love Atlanta. I know brothers that live in, you know, New York City, or, you know, they live in certain areas. They love it. You know, you might be from Memphis. You might be from Houston. You got to get up out your hometown. Because not only, you know, are you targeted, you know, by haters and, you know, people that's jealous of your success, you got to get away from these ninjas, man. I play that sound clip on my lives all the time. You just have to. And the police is going to target your success as well, too. They're going to target you, you know. So, was his decision, you know, I gotta hear his side of it. I mean, I don't really understand why he did it. You know, maybe it was to get some motion going on that song or some motion going on that album. But him shooting the music video there, it seemed like it was, according to what they saying, you know, it seemed like, you know, it was a bad decision. And he got a lot of sense. I listened to the brother talking what he speak. So I don't know, you know, was that to get some motion going for his album, his song? But it, you know, it ain't his responsibility that these guys then picked up guns and do this stuff. Look here, man. My thing is this: y'all love to pick up guns and shoot each other. How about we work together and start to get the real ops, our real oppressors? You know, how about that? How about, hey man, instead of picking up a gun, hey man, let's go do something productive. Let's put our money together and open up a gas station. Let's open up some businesses. You know? Y'all going at each other. His mother cry, your mother cry. Y'all emotional, unstable. But I know it ain't going to change, so I'm preaching on deaf ears. You know, if that's true, they said he will be held responsible for his cowardly acts. So what he got to understand that means, if they can't get you in the court of law, remember they couldn't get a lot of the old mobsters and gangsters in the court of law, so they created conspiracy, aka the RICO law. Lil Baby got to get up out of there. And I know you got that much money and power, and you from the streets, you feel like you Tommy Buns from Belly, you untouchable. If I'm Lil Baby's mother, if I'm his baby mother, if I'm his brother, if I'm his man's, if I'm Young Thug and they really care about that young man, get out now. No matter if you settle with Atlanta or they fall off you, they're going to target you. They're going to get some. You just fed up, huh? All right. But they're going to target you. I'm telling you that right now. They might not get you tomorrow. They might not get you next year. 10 years down the line, they're going to get you. If anybody talking to him, I will get out the great state of Georgia. I will get out the great state of Georgia. But he won't do it. And even if they going to throw something on him, they're going to do him like Young Thug, get some time out of him. You know, they're going to get some time out of him. I'm telling you, I already know how this go. When the police start making threats, they make good on them. They make good on them. They make good. They going to target you, throw something on you, provoke you. They want to get some time out of you and drain you of your resources. But, you know, everybody think they above the law. They think they can't happen to them. It's like these drivers out here, man. I got 4-wheel drive. I got the brand new 2029. I can't slide into it. I can't spin out in this ditch. And, you know, you look and you like, huh? Look what happened to you, sir. It can happen. And it will happen. So when the police start making threats, that's good as a known killer in the street telling you he gonna get you. So, I mean, in that situation, you literally can, you know, get him before he gets you, or her, you know, before she gets you, or you can get out of Dodge. In this situation, you ain't gonna win trying to get the Atlanta police. You might sue them and get some money, but it's gonna come with a lot of stress. It's gonna come with a lot of ass whooping, a lot of lost time in the penitentiary. Me, you know, it's always a time to fight, and it's always a time for flight. When they hear fight or flight, it's always a time. It's time for him to get a flight. You know, we love Atlanta. Guess what? You know, I'll be back when shit cool down. I wouldn't even come back. I'll go somewhere else. Before I would get out the South. How about that? But he won't. In his decision, it seemed to be a bad decision. You know, remember Hov was like Hov told you to go sell dope. I forget the song. No, Hov rapped about that so you wouldn't have to go through that. I forgot what song he said, or he kind of rapped the words on kind of. But yeah, when you spark that type of war, you make them do work. You make, you know, them spend money on Ninjas dying, and everything was copacetic, and, you know, but you got to hear his side of the story. But these rappers, you know, part of their job is keeping up the facade that they still in the trenches. So that's why their music sound the same when they made it. Some musicians, they able to spin it. That's why a lot of rappers cross over. Okay, I ain't in the trenches no more. My music, 2 albums ago ain't gonna sound like my albums now. Sometimes you have to cross over, and that's what you gotta talk about. My lifestyle change. You know, I'm going in areas that I never would have went to before. Of course, my music's gonna change. Sometimes you gotta embrace it. Some rappers some rappers, they try to fight it. They try to still be gangsters. They try to still prove that they in the trenches, and they still eating ham and mayo sandwiches, and they try to still prove and struggle, proving that you in the struggle, man. The struggle love in the community, or just struggle in general in the black community. That's another generational curse. Because when you come from something, when you have a mother, when you have a father, when you come from something, you know, they clown you. You less of a black person. And the women clown you. The men clown you. You know what I'm saying? You not like us. You think you better than us. And you gotta get out of that mindset, dude. Because when you out here in the real world, hey, all they do is matter if you make it to the finish line. They don't care where you started at. It's white people and other black people and other ethnic groups that just got to run 2 meters and they at the finish line. Other people got to run 400 meters, or some people got to run 100 meters. You know? Some people got to run 100 meters. So you got to understand that, man. So his decision should be getting out of there. That should be his decision, to get out of there. So, but he won't, and they eventually gonna make him pay and put him through some stress, and hopefully he don't. I like the guy. I hope he don't lose some time in his life like Thugger did. But they making promises, man, and usually when the police make promises, they make good on them. It's the biggest gang in the United States. So, those are the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the Music Entertainment playlist. Hit the link tree. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo. Check out the Patreon. Join that. You'll like that. Peace.